Somewhere along the way, girlhood stopped being an experience and became something that we can buy instead. Because if girlhood was supposed to mean a stage of life, then why has social media transformed it into this big aesthetic that costs hundreds of dollars to maintain? When people talked about girlhood in the past, they usually refer to things like breakups, relationships, first crushes, family, friends, so basically everything that comes with being a girl. But on social media, that is completely different because this has turned girlhood into this big and massive aesthetic. We've seen the rise of trends such as clean girl, vanilla girl, and many other trends like this. And what's most interesting is that in most of these cases, these labels don't describe someone's personality. Instead, they describe how someone dresses, how they look like, or how they present themselves online. For example, when someone says clean girl, then people are going to think about these pretty girls with slick back bands, with glowy skin and expensive skincare. And like take just any aesthetic. Everything comes with a specific image. A personality is harder to understand, but an aesthetic is very easy to understand, and this is why social media loves it. So basically, on social media, girlhood stopped being about experiences and more about appearances. Like, instead of asking, who am I, people will usually ask themselves, what type of girl am I? And once girlhood becomes aesthetic, it becomes much easier for brands to sell products through it. Internet aesthetics almost always come with products attached to them. The wellness girl has her products, the clean girl has her products, and that's why these aesthetics are extremely valuable to companies because they no longer have to convince you to buy a product. They have to convince you that whatever you're buying, that thing is a part of the identity you want or already have. If companies say that this sleep oil is used by every clean girl instead of by the sleep oil, then that is much more convenient for them because it feels like you're buying no, it feels like you're making a step towards becoming that version of yourself. But I'm trying to say that once identity becomes connected to shopping, then marketing becomes much easier for companies. Instead of selling a product, companies sell the type of person that you will become by purchasing it. Like, for example, you're not buying a candle, you're buying self care. You're not buying just a journal that is simple, it's a simple notebook, you're buying self-improvement. So people aren't just buying a product, but they are buying a version of themselves. If a brand can convince us that whatever they are selling it's connected to the certain lifestyle that we are trying to achieve, then they no longer have to like have problems with selling that because the identity already does the selling for them. Like when people hear the term girlhood, they think about femininity, comfort, belonging. So basically this word already has a meaning before any company touches it. The moment the product is attached to girlhood, then it feels more personal, it feels more comforting. So when a product becomes attached to girlhood, then it feels more comforting, and this is what makes this aesthetic valuable for companies. So basically, we're not buying makeup, we are like experiencing a bigger picture of the product itself. So I'm gonna give like little examples here, but I can say that for myself. If I see on TikTok that, so many girls buy this specific product and the comments are filled with this is girlhood, then I really want to be part of that girlhood as well. And I really want to buy that product. And, whether we realize it or not, whatever we're buying, it comes with a feeling. It comes with a connection that we belong to that. And now to be clear, the point of this video is not that we should stop buying things. It's not that like we are easily influenced by companies or any of that. No. My point is that the meaning of girlhood, I think it somehow changed because it's not about these experiences that we have anymore, but it's like we have to buy this in order to be part of this girlhood. And I feel like so many products today aren't marketed as products, but they are sold as confidence, self-care, belonging. The object becomes secondary. What we're really like excited about is the feeling when we purchase this thing. It could be like anything. It could be like I'm talking about myself. It could be a lip oil, mascara, perfume. I remember I saw this video on TikTok, this
Do my
one,
makeup, I do my hair.
and there was this comment, yeah, but it's so expensive. And girl, I feel you. I just feel you, because since when like participating in this has become expensive? Being a girl doesn't cost money, but the way social media like implies that you have to buy this in order to maintain or in order to have this like certain identity. The most meaningful parts of being a girl is the things that you can never buy in the first place. I feel like growing up, maybe sometimes I didn't have this opportunity to buy something expensive that I see on TikTok because influencers and celebrities are always gonna say, yeah, buy this lip oil, buy this perfume, and just so you know, girls, that girlhood is just being a girl. The product that you have does not define who you are. So yeah, this is for today's video. I really want to know your guys' opinion on this topic and see you next video.